UFOs, also known as Unidentified Flying Objects, are one of the most mysterious phenomena we can hardly understand. From mysterious objects flying at an incredible speed to unknown aircraft whose movements are so strange that they defy explanations, we are always left in mystery. But the most amazing of all of them are the bright glowing lights or orbs or whatever you want to call it. These lights are the most intriguing phenomena, and today's video will show you some of the really amazing footage of these mysterious bright lights that are caught on camera. And above that, I'm also going to analyze the videos and share my thoughts on them. With that, hello you amazing people, this is Aiden Johnson and you're watching Classified Sightings. Whenever we hear about any sort of UFO crash, we immediately think about an unknown object coming down from the sky and hitting the ground at an incredible speed, right? But what we imagine is something vague, something not clear, or something out of a science fiction movie, right? But what if I showed a really convincing video of a UFO crash caught on camera that might actually blow your mind? But before I show you this video, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Ryan OC, for sending me the video. Ryan, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you taking out your time and sending me the video. And if you guys want to send me any UFO videos that you find interesting to discuss and analyze, then make sure to send them to my email provided down in the description box below. With that, let's check it out. The video starts with a mysterious white glowing disc-shaped object that seems to be hurtling down from the sky at an astonishing speed. I'm talking about like at least 20 to 300 miles per hour. That's insane. While coming down, the object seems to hit the ground and bounce back up once again. It looks like it was trying to take control of itself, but somehow wasn't able to do it. Because, you see, despite its efforts to fly back up, after a few more seconds, the object appears to lose control, and this time, it shoots for the ground with more speed than earlier, and when it hits the ground, this time, it crashes completely and explodes in a fiery glow. Man, that's really something. Since then, the footage took the internet by storm, attracting thousands of speculations and theories worldwide. One internet user commented, "Most convincing UFO footage I have ever seen." Although the video was uploaded online 12 years ago, it is expected to be somewhere between 1996 and 1997 in the area of White Sands Missile Range in southern New Mexico. Some believe this to be the first recorded footage of a UFO crash from outer space. Jonathan Eisen, the editor of Uncensored magazine, shared this fascinating video at an Australian symposium. His magazine dives into unusual news and ideas which are not often talked about by mainstream media. The video was presented to the International UFO Symposium in New Zealand, and later on, it was shown on TV in Australia, New Zealand, and England. Some believe this to be some sort of cruise missile. In fact, the Center for the Study of Extraterrestrial Intelligence, or SETI, also believed that the aircraft was likely an experimental, classified aircraft tested by the US Department of Defense. However, what's even more interesting is that Eisen's friend, Anthony Davison, took the initiative to analyze the footage in early 1997. Using his technical skills, Davison transformed the film into 3D. He then stabilized the footage to keep the UFO in the center of the screen, extended its duration, and created stereoscopic images. And that's when he discovered that the UFO was actually spinning on its axis, which completely rules out the possibility of it being a cruise missile. Some believe that this object was actually being controlled by someone or something. Well, we can't see, but they believe that something was definitely controlling it. One internet user said, "It's obviously not a missile. Has anyone seen a missile that's brighter than its propulsion stream? This vehicle was intelligently controlled. It tried to avoid a direct impact on the ground by pitching up before the first impact. But the first impact either killed the crew or completely disabled whatever control they had left, because the second impact was a direct hit on the ground without any attempt to prevent it, completely destroying the vehicle." Also, One more thing to be noted is that when the UFO first time hits the ground, you can clearly see the dirt or the sand fly up in the air. If it was a missile rocket, don't you think it would have exploded the first time that it made impact? Because, to be honest, I have never seen any missile come down from the sky, hit the ground, bounce back up, and then fly up once again in the air for a few more seconds, only to come crashing down to the ground all over again. And it's not just me, other people have also noticed this factor. One internet user commented, "Would a missile deflect back up like that?" This is what it comes down to, because that is a high-speed impact, and you just can't see the missile itself. It appears as a glowing, lit-up object. But even if I consider this object to be a missile, what actually struck me the most was the way how it exploded. You see, if a missile falls down to the ground and explodes, you can see a massive burst of fire along with heavy smoke release in the air. But in this footage, there were no signs of either fire or smoke nearby the object. Like, there's literally nothing at all. Instead, what looks like dozens of orb-like fiery substances came out of it when the thing exploded. Now, you might obviously think this could be the work of CGI, but Davison even confirmed that, apart from a minor fade effect at the beginning, the entire footage has no computer-generated images to it and remains completely unaltered. Now, if you ask me, personally, I'm not sure what to think of it. Part of me wants to believe that this could be extraterrestrial, but then again, what do you guys make out of it? Are we looking at the real deal here? Or is this really an amazing elaborate hoax? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If that's a fake UFO crash, then I guess that's honestly the best UFO crash I have ever seen, especially a bright light object crash. But the bright light just doesn't end there, you know? A video uploaded on the internet this year has actually been going crazy viral. But before I show you this video, if you want to watch more mysterious UFO videos, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. The source of this footage is unknown, but shows a man believed to be in his backyard was engaged in stargazing when he accidentally encountered something truly mind-boggling. A bright, purple-colored glowing object seems to be silently flying across the sky. At first, the man actually thought this to be a drone or something like that. But when he looked closely, its overall appearance was way off than usual drones. The intensity of this light this object was emitting was completely different than the drone's usual navigation or anti-collision lights. But what truly set his object apart is that, unlike drones that make huge amounts of noise, this object was completely silent. There were technically no sounds or noise coming out from this thing. The man also confirms that this object was not an airplane, as he is quite familiar with how airplanes look like when they fly over this house. Some believe this could be a helicopter with LED lights on it, and it's quite far away in the sky. But upon closer inspection, you can see there are no rotor blades attached whatsoever. Also, you know the sound a helicopter makes, right? Then I don't think that would be possible either. So, if it wasn't a drone or airplane or helicopter, what exactly was it then? And why was it silently flying across the sky with such a brilliant light? Do let me know in the comments below. In the lively town of Midvale, Utah, a mysterious event unfolded on the night of November 11th, 2023. 4 bright, white lights that seemed to be slowly flying across the night sky were captured by a Ring doorbell camera. Their movements appeared to be almost synchronized based on the angle of elevation and direction from the viewer. It's clear these lights were not ordinary celestial bodies. As news of this sighting spread, it ignited a tremendous debate between skeptics seeking rational explanations and believers speculating about otherworldly origins. However, when you look closely, the behavior of the light suggests more like sort of controlled motion, ruling out natural phenomena such as meteors or satellites. Local residents were amazed as to what they witnessed. One local resident said, "I've lived here my whole life. I've never seen anything like it." But, with experiences aside, let me ask you this. How would you feel if you captured something like this on your doorbell camera? Would it excite you? Or would you consider this to be a natural phenomenon? Do let me know, guys, down in the comments below. Now, these sightings that I've shown you so far are mostly captured or recorded from the ground near a desert or houses. But the video that I'm about to show you now was actually captured from a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. Sounds amazing, right? Let's get right to it. So, on a moonlit night aboard a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean, miles away from the shores of Mexico, two friends captured something unexplainable in the night sky. A peculiar bright light moving incredibly fast across the sky. Now, the two observers were out on Yucatan, Mexico, enjoying a cruise vacation. Everything was fine, until one of the witnesses went to the balcony to enjoy the ocean view, when suddenly he saw the blazing light zooming across the sky at astonishing speed. What's even more interesting is that the object was reappearing and disappearing while mid-flight. It wasn't like anything he had ever seen before, though it was quite far away. She described the object as diamond-shaped, and it was shining like crazy. Now the first thing that could come to your mind is, that's definitely a drone, right? Well, you see, they thought that too. But here's where things start to get interesting. Since they wanted to confirm it, they actually approached one of the crew members and asked if the ship was using any sort of drone or something like that. But guess what? The crew members informed them that drones were not permitted on board, and the ship itself did not utilize them for any purpose. Now that's crazy, right? Also, if you look carefully in the video, the closest land seems to be at least a few hundred miles away. So with no land nearby, there was no logical explanation for what they were witnessing. So, if the ship didn't allow drones and there was no island nearby, what exactly was that object in the sky? And what was it doing in the middle of nowhere? Did it come from underwater? Or is it something beyond our comprehension? You decide. With that, if you want to watch more mysterious UFO videos, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, guys, and with that, I'll see you in the next video.